What's up, Cyber Hikes? It's your man Eric. And today's video, we're going to be going over some of these old projects. We're going to be going over the creating a Honeynet one. Let me go ahead and bring that up to the screen. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to release this video, so the video may be coming out kind of late. But anyway, I'm finally back. And I kind of just wanted to go ahead and kind of just show, I guess, some of the different cybersecurity stuff I've done in the past, and also hopefully kind of update you guys like on future stuff and like cybersecurity that I'm working on, and then I'm kind of shooting for. And right now, I have been doing a lot of studying on the CISSP. So I may end up doing some more videos talking about that, talking about what I have gained from reading the book. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over this one. Man, this is 2 years ago. This is crazy. I may have to redo this one. But this one was a fun one. Here's like picture kind of what was going on. This is from the course I took from Leveled Careers with Josh Madakor. And we pretty much had to create our own cloud honeynet and like SOC environment. We got attacked from real people all throughout the world. And not only did we build this, but also we secured it. So then we wouldn't be, or we wouldn't get attacked from everybody, from everywhere. It was fun. And also too, with this, I did a great job, was able to create this document. And then, oh, wow, you guys can't even see the bigger screen one. Here's a bigger screen one I had. But anyways, out of this whole project, I was then able to help out a lot of different people with this, helping them out with different things in Azure, Microsoft Sentinel as well, and had a great internship with Josh as well after this. So this course helped me out a lot. When applying to jobs, they were asking me a lot of questions, kind of like about this when I was first trying to get into cybersecurity. So this one helped me out a lot. And we're gonna just briefly go through this. I don't want to make this like too terribly long, but I do want to like start going back over some of my old projects and hopefully start creating some new projects. So some of the metrics, we will show security events within the Windows event logs, our syslogs, which are Linux, security alerts, security incidents, and our Azure network analysis CL. So our architecture, public internet, kind of just like an image, kind of what's going to be going on. About virtual machines there. There are keys and whatnot. Architecture after hardening. This is how it should look. Looks more secure. As you guys can see, like there's like no protection over this. Whereas this one, it is. And I guess I'll kind of just go over some of this again. The architecture of the mini Honeynet in Azure consists of the following components. We have our virtual networks, as you guys can see, the VMs or VNets. Then we got our VNet right there, tripping. The virtual machine is right there. Our network security groups, which is our NSGs on here. Virtual machines, we had 2 Windows and 1 Linux. So that's why I created 2 Windows and 1 Linux, 1 log analytics workspace, Azure Key Vault. I had to play around with the Azure Key Vault, which was fun. The Azure storage account, so that was fun. I've done some videos talking about the storage accounts, how you create those within Azure, etc. And then I'm kind of just using Microsoft Sentinel as a whole. I've done some videos talking about Microsoft Sentinel as well, kind of me playing around with it. So definitely check those out. Those videos are kind of older, so some of the stuff is slightly different now because Microsoft loves to update things, but you should still be able to get the general gist of things. So this is the attack maps before we harden everything. And this is after we created the project. So after I created like the virtual machines, have everything else, before we hardened everything, this is how it looked. So we were open to the public internet. And as you guys can see, I'll put this on this right here. Actually, that may be smaller. So I guess I'll just go back to this. It might be about the same for you guys. Maybe I can like zoom in. Yeah, that's maybe slightly better for you guys. But anyways, as you guys can see, we are literally getting attacked by everywhere. And a lot in America and a lot like in Europe. And then other places too. We got South America, parts in Africa, parts in Asia. So as you guys can see, just having this this network, this SOC environment, just having it open and not secure, we just got attacked super quick. Like I think this was after 48 hours, and I think I talked about this throughout. But I believe this was like after 48 hours after creating everything. And the virtual machines had both their network security groups and built-in firewalls wide open, and all other resources are deployed with public endpoints visible on the internet. Okay, and then okay, I guess it's our Linux machine. I think this was our Linux internet. Okay, this one I believe was my first Windows. I believe this was, I guess, my Linux one, just by what I wrote up there. Even this one got attacked from everywhere, but not as much as this one at all. But we still had some America, South America, Asia, whatnot, and Australia. All right, and let's just keep going down some of our different reports. I believe this was in Microsoft Sentinel. I created these, and again, we were getting attacked again, kind of just from everywhere. So here is the metric before rehardening of the security controls. The following table shows the metrics we were measured in our insecure environment for 24 hours. So we looked it up for 24 hours, and look at that, 51,632 security events. That is crazy. We had 51,000, 6 log count, 5,700, security alerts, 41, security incidents, 336. Like, that's a lot. And all map inquiries actually returned no results due to the no instance of malicious activity for the first 24 hours. Okay, and this was after hardening. So after hardening everything, I literally had no malicious activity for at least the first 24 hours after hardening. And here's the results right here. As you guys can see, the numbers dropped down drastically. And again, this was after another 24 hours. So 24 hours after keeping everything open, and then another 24 hours after closing everything is when we got the reduced. The conclusion in this project, a mini Honeynet was constructed in Microsoft Azure, and log sources were integrated into a log analytics workspace. Microsoft Sentinel was employed to trigger alerts and create incidents based on the ingested logs. Additionally, metrics were measured in the insecure environment before security controls were applied, and then again after implementing security measures. And noteworthy that the number of security events and incidents were drastically reduced after the security controls were applied, demonstrating their effectiveness. It was worth noting that if the resources within the network were heavily utilized by regular users, it is likely that more security events and alerts may have been generated within the 24-hour period following the implementation of the security controls. And kind of just going over the last part right here. Yeah, that is so true. Like, with this environment, like, it's small, and I was able to get like zero people attacking me after I hardened it, at least for that 24-hour period. However, this is small, and if other people are using this one or this for like a larger network, I would still get some type of attacks. It probably wouldn't be as much at all as you guys saw at the beginning on my first metrics before hardening, but there would still be something there. And when you work at a company and you're hardening things like security wise, it won't be like 100% usually. Like, you'll still get some like bad actors coming in, but you can reduce it. It won't be 100%, but you can definitely reduce it. When I run, for example, kind of just going back to some of the stuff I'm kind of doing here at my current job, when I created our DLP policy and started pushing that out, so we can kind of see, usually, for example, we're running like social security numbers or credit card numbers and whatnot, and kind of just started getting a list of that, and then start talking with the people, because again, we were kind of just doing like the testing and whatnot, but being able to talk to the people who were sending this potentially malicious, information and sending an email out, drops the amount of people sending out certain type of information out dramatically. It dropped it out dramatically, but it's not necessarily perfect. You still may have some people sending XYZ information out, and you still have to talk to them, or depending on your company, you may have more stricter rules on your DLP policies, and we may end up having more stricter rules, maybe going forward. But I kind of just want to give you guys kind of just like just like a talk, just a one-on-one talk with you guys. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here. And again, I don't know when I'm going to release this video, but hopefully I can release this in sometime in June, but if not, I guess maybe July or August. So it may be a minute, some of these videos. But anyways, I kind of just wanted to go over this one. I haven't seen this project in a minute. It's been again 2 years. So I may end up redoing this one again using, I guess, some of the new tools in Microsoft Sentinel within the last 2 years. But if you're interested in this, you can go to my GitHub. It's github.com/Eric McClellan1. I may have that on the screen. You can take a look at it. You can actually read all the stuff I was talking about as well, so you can kind of get more insight on creating a your own like little mini SOC environment, your own little Honeynet. And it isn't really that hard, to be honest. Like if you go through this, you can kind of have kind of like a sense of everything. If you want to see like a video step by step, I think Josh Metacore did one recently within like the last 6 months, and I'll probably will end up creating another one as well, so I can kind of put that on my GitHub. But anyway, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.